would you just be willing to share what are the core values that you operate by as a lawyer, as an individual?
Yeah. So, be open to new ideas, be open to others' opinions, others' thoughts and ideas, be curious, always make ways to be better, to find new ways to do things. Don't always believe that you're right. Be curious, be aware of others, be aware of your surroundings, what you're doing, how you're showing up, how you're presenting yourself to others. Collaborative, be collaborative, help others, give. I mean, that's the one thing I love about our national organization is if I create something, I make it available to all 550 members. If we think of an idea, we make it available. And, believe it or not, that is not lawyers in general. They're very secretive. They're very private. They don't want to give their secret sauce away, if you will. I don't care. If I could help one person in the group, I'm in. I'll give it away for free. I don't have any interest in making any money off of it or anything. And I'm a lifelong learner. I mean, I truly believe in learning. I mean, you've never made it. There's no ultimate goal in our life. We're always striving to be better as an individual, be better as a business owner. And so, I'm constantly coaching. I'm constantly joining national groups. I'm on the road a lot. I travel. I believe that, some of the best things that have ever been taught were in California, in Arizona, and obviously all over the country. I'm just picking some of the places that I remember attending. Unfortunately, a lot of my individuals that I'm close with in New York, attorneys, they don't leave the area. They don't want to spend money. They're afraid. They look at it as a cost and not an investment. So I'm very proud in that I'm a lifelong learner. I think the day before I die, I'm probably going to attend some sort of educational thing or growth thing the day before I die. So that's all right. That's what I want. So those are my core ones. Right. Our law firm also has values that we as a team created: put people first, get stuff done, follow the darn system. There's a couple others, but I truly believe in surrounding yourself with people that share your values and your beliefs, and write them down. Have them, we have them hanging in our offices so that we always are looking at it. We're always remembering it. And, that's kind of a little bit about me and the values that I share.
No, I really appreciate all of those. I want to ask one more question about you specializing in a category, because I'll tell a little personal story. Probably around like 2010, I became very familiar with like the concept of finding a niche, as Americans say, niche, if you're overseas.
Yep.
Okay. And one of the things that just perplexed me, and maybe I'm the only person on the planet that had this, was that I found it extremely difficult to do that if my motivation was riches. So the saying, and this is, I would love to hear your thoughts on this, Jeff. The saying is, the riches are in the niches. And I feel like I just need to change that a little bit, because, and this is the wording I have. I love your opinion on this. I think the riches are in your passion.
Yeah.
Because if you're not passionate about something, you really don't, you're not able to really specialize and niche down into that. And as we've been having conversations with people, and we even just did an episode that released today as we're recording this about starting a podcast, right?
Right.
And we said, if you're not really interested in your topic, you shouldn't start a podcast, because you're not really able to serve people well. You're not really, So I would just love to hear your thoughts on like what you think your motivation should be when you're niching down, and like maybe what that process should be like for people. Like if you have any suggestions or thoughts about that.
Yeah. So as you were talking, the thing I was thinking, Danny, was the riches are in passionate niches.
Yeah.
At first, you're right. If you're not passionate and you don't believe in it and it doesn't wake you up every day and be excited to show up and motivate you, forget about it, right? As my friends say in New York, that was horrible. Anyway, but that has to be what you do. You got to be passionate. I mean, money is only going to take you so far, and then it's not going to take you where you want to go, because if you don't have passion, man, you're going to burn out. You're not going to want to do it. You're not going to show up with empathy and be there for others. And that has to be first. I mean, that's why our core value in the office is put people first. If you show up first for the others, it kind of happens, it kind of comes. And that's for me, I think that what you're sensing from me is just, I found my calling. I found
exactly.
the
Yeah.
thing
I think that's amazing.
Yeah. I wake up now out of bed and literally I'm like, oh man, I get to do this. Like, holy cow, like this is amazing. And as I've progressed in my practice, now I'm doing the podcast, and I just wrote a book, and I vlog, video blogs and written blogs, and my tips of the day and my podcast and all kinds of things. So now my days are even only what I really want to do and only what I'm passionate about. So that's what you got to find. You got to find that thing that just sparks your passion and your interest, and then find a way, whatever that passion is, to niche it, to make it a business. I got fortunate that my passion happens to lend itself very well to an elder law practice. I imagine some other passions may not lend itself quite as well to a business model. Mine just happened to be a perfect business model, and it drives me every day. And, but even if it's not a good business model, if you enjoy it and it wakes you up every day with a fire in your belly, do it. That's what's going to make you live a wonderful life.